So sim drifting is an incredible tool, and I want to talk a little bit about how I use it for my driving in real life. So number one, obviously, is seat time. So that's the obvious reason, but I want to talk a little bit about a specific experience and how I used it to help me learn a track. So I live in the kind of St. Louis, Missouri area, and my local drift kind of community, DRIFT STL, just got a new track called Thunder Valley Drift Park, and it is a kart track, so it's super tight, and it's got some elevation changes, but we are able to drift on it now, and it's kind of like our new home track, and it's all very exciting for us because it's the first like actual track, not parking lot with cones. Someone made the track in Assetto Corsa.
All right, so I want to show you guys the Thunder Valley Drift Park track. So, I'm just gonna load pretty basic tune here that we got. Yep, so my car has 0 sway bar, so I'm just gonna try to, it's about the same kind of tune. It's about the same kind of like feel. This should be about the same kind of feel that my car has. So I'm gonna put it to turbo at 10%. All right, so let's do a course drive-through. So in real life starts about here. This is where the starting line is. So I have a 4-speed dog box. This has a 6-speed, I think. So I'm gonna, in real life, I was driving in 2nd gear. So let's just do 1st, 2nd, flick towards the wall. Do a little Scandi flick here. E-brake into the slow section of the track. Goes back and forth. Now this is way tighter than it actually is in real life here. And then right here, there's a massive elevation change drop, but that is the course. That is very, very similar to real life. There's not a wall there on entry in real life, luckily, so let's just do one more lap. 2nd gear, big Scandi flick. Losing a lot of left foot brake to rotate the car in. E-brake, slow the car down into the tight stuff. So that is the course.
I had driven the track in Assetto Corsa. This was not only my first time driving this track in real life, but it was my first time driving the car in about, honestly, 2 years. So was I gonna be rusty? Was I gonna be able to drift in real life, even though it's a way more difficult car to drive? How's it gonna go? So here's my first lap out.
All right, we are at the track. It is a very nice facility. I gotta go take a pee before we start. I peed like 4 times. I don't know what's wrong with me. The track is a lot wider than I thought, which is cool. Yeah, well, we're just gonna send it, bro. I don't even really, we're gonna send it.
My first little lap out, I was really getting attuned to the car. Honestly, the track was exactly how it was in the sim. I noticed that it was a little bit wider and bigger to scale, and there was more elevation changes, which was super fun. In the sim, the track was a little bit tighter, but the layout was the exact same. The run-up was the exact same. The entry was the exact same. Everything was basically identical, other than just a little bit of scale. As soon as I kind of got the car on track, did a couple of laps, honestly, it just felt like, oh, I'm just adjusting to the way that this car feels. And I knew how to do that. There wasn't any improper things that I learned in the simulator that were affecting me negatively in real life. It just kind of felt like I was learning how to drive a new car in the simulator. But this time it wasn't a simulator, it was real life. My car is a E36 convertible. It is a 351 Windsor swap. It's fuel. It's all fuel injectable. It's built. It's probably got like 500 horsepower. Got a dry sump, winter's quick change, rear mount radiator. G-Force, GF4A, 4-speed dog box. So it's a kind of like a Pro-Am build. Back in the day, it was full Pro build. It's crazy how quickly the sport has advanced. But yeah, I was very curious to see if the Pro cars, the VDC cars, and all that stuff, the simulator would really translate over. This is one of the main reasons why I think Assetto Corsa is incredible, sim drifting incredible. You can learn the track like bread and butter. Back in the day, you had to do track walks. You had to memorize the track like that. You'd go out, you'd drive the track first, maybe. Nowadays, you can just learn the track completely on a simulator at home, no risk, and then you show up the day of the event and you just send it. Sadly, my day ended shortly, and this is where sim drifting is great compared to real life. My car kept breaking. I noticed my car was driving a little funky, and I didn't really realize it until like the last corner or something that I had 0 oil pressure the whole lap.
I've seen better days.
Overall, sim drifting is an incredible learning tool. It's an incredible learning tool. And I think that if you don't have a simulator in 2026 and you want to get you want to get better at driving, you want to drive, period. It doesn't matter what discipline you are, whether it's racing or drifting or whatever. No, it's not an exact one-to-one replica of real life. It never will be. But it's freaking an incredible learning tool. There's a reason that F1 drivers use it. They actually use a modded version of Assetto Corsa, just like we do. It's the best. It is the best driver's tool right now. If you're not using it, what are you doing? So yeah, I just wanted to do a quick rundown, kind of briefing, and talk a little bit about sim drifting versus real life. I am super excited to continue to drive. I got a lot of events planned, and yeah, lots of cool stuff coming up. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.